it's mixed feelings. It's almost there, completion, but then you start obsessing about the small things that didn't get done, and that's what's, I guess, a little frustrating. It's also, I have to say, I think the notion of finishing, the hurrying up to finish, maybe is almost bigger at this point than the sense of accomplishment of actually finally moving into the house. All I can think about right now is not enjoying it as much as the views, what the house has become, and I'm thinking about how are we going to finish the stairs in the next hour, how are we going to finish the arches, how are we going to finish this door. I think it's going to take me coming back in a couple months to realize that something here has been done. Right now it still feels like a logistical nightmare. One thing that's kind of interesting is that as the house renovation went on, you think you had the ambition originally to try to fix everything as it was, to use everything that was old. And I realized as it was going on, I had to surrender one thing after another. We had to put new arches, we couldn't save the old ones. We had to put new doors in, couldn't save the old ones. The frames even of some of these doors. But there were a few things that we were able to save that actually I think became a little meaningful as the renovation went on. And one of the doors that were redone, and also the door outside. It was the entrance of the door. It's a wood that probably couldn't be done anymore. But I think I realized in hindsight that there are a few things, they're precious, but in the end it is a process of surrendering to what reality dictates. Maybe if you had 2 years or 3 years, you could have saved more in the end, but we have what we have at this point. I was a little worried when we were setting this tile down because I thought it was going to contrast too much with the tile over here, which is a different design. But it actually turned out all right. It looks like a little carpet that we kind of put in front of the door. And it's, again, what I was talking about earlier is, we often have so much trouble saving anything old. There's a sense, I think, here in Stata that you throw out everything old and you put new stuff in. It's a new house, which is against the idea of renovation, I guess. But this is one more example of things we were able to save. The door here, the arches we can use as part of the table, some of the door frames. Much less, like I said, than I hoped we would. But the book itself, as a journalist or as a reporter, as a writer, however you want to describe it, you could not have asked, I think, for better people to illustrate what this whole house is about and what this time in state is about, and that's this question of identity. What does identity mean, and how do we make sense of our own identities? And I think for anyone, there's a certain conflict in that notion of identity. And this is what's so, I think, exciting about these 5 characters, is that each one sheds a light on a different notion of identity, and all are conflicted about how they represent themselves and how they relate themselves to this town, a town that's dying, a town that won't be here in 20 or 30 years. And I think I see myself in each of those characters in a way. My own conflicted identity. And I realize as I end this year here, and as I try to make sense of it, that I don't have a very deep connection to the town itself, to Judea and this name that was always kind of expressed as an idea rather than a place, among the family. I think I realize I have a connection to my friends here, to this house, that in a way I have an imaginary Judea, an imaginary town, and this town is what I've created out of it, or the things that I've come into contact that represent the town to me. And there's something nice about that, I think. Let's say Judea dies in 20 or 30 years, I'm still going to have my own Judea, and that's the house, the friends, the views, the history itself, and what this house has become, recreated, reinvented, renovated. And I think that Judea is going to last forever. Even after I leave, I'll be able to take that Judea with me.